Alrighty, here we go. Let's see if we can get people to hear us here. Hi, Tammy, welcome in. Shooby-doo-doo. Alright, so as I'm sure you read the title, today's show is not going to be completely fun. Hi, Sue. Alright, we got sound. We got picture. Now we just need people. Welcome in, everybody. Good to see you. Hopefully you're having a good day. If not, hopefully we can make it a little bit better. Hi, Lori. Welcome in. That have brought up to me about them dealing with loss right now, and they're not sure how to handle it. So I'm going to talk about my experiences with it. And we're not going to sugarcoat shit here. We are going to speak truthfully, which means that I'm going to have to reveal certain things that, don't really want to, but we will make it work. Okay. Yes, Sweet Pea, they want to see you. I know they want to see you, so let's get that out of the way, huh? Let's get that out of the way, huh? Yeah. Yes, sweetheart. That's my girl. Alright. Give a little bit more time here and see if we can get a couple more people in here. If anybody wants to join me today, I will send out an invitation. Just let me know. Just be forewarned that I will. Oh, here comes Mr. Boats. We're in trouble now.
Hey!
What's going on, buddy?
Another day. How you feeling?
I'm here. I'm moving a little bit better than last night, that's for sure. That was rough.
Yeah,
But
cocaine will do that to you.
right? Now, cocaine would have made it so I didn't feel shit, and I would have been going like a motherfucker.
We're going streaking through the quad.
So, I don't know. Did you get a chance to read the title?
No.
Okay. I've had a couple people reach out that have been dealing with loss, and I told them I'd do talk about it on the show today. Dealing with loss, and I told them I would echo. So and I told them I explained to them that I'm pretty sure there's a couple people, more than a couple people in our group, you know, who have served in circumstances to where they've lost quite a few people that they considered friends and brothers.
Yep.
And so I was explaining that if they brought it up, that I'm sure somebody would talk with them, and I'm gonna talk about my experience with it too. Oh, I'm sorry, young lady, did I disturb you? Get up here. Stop being a
Jamie and Lori, hi.
You know, which is going to bring me back to talking about. You gotta be kidding me. You know, which umbrella. It just started raining here. Sorry. But you know, back when I was in high school, I had a lot of older family that I was close to, and you know, older friends, elderly friends, and just in high school alone, I had over 40 people pass away that I was close to.
How many?
40.
In high school?
Yep. Just in
Jesus
40
Christ,
years
would
of
you
high
go to school in Vietnam?
No, just
That's sarcasm.
I know. But you know, that's a lot at that age. That's a lot to deal with. You don't know how to deal with it at that point. I don't care who you think you know are, but it's just you don't. You're not used to it. I think you have something in your beard.
Huh?
I said I think you have something in your beard.
Yeah, it's my face.
But well, we're gonna discuss it, Tammy. Tammy's having some issues right now with it. She's had a couple people pass in the last week, or a little bit longer, huh? Probably the last month.
No, she's in good company. We will guide her through it.
Yep. You know, and especially being a young male back then, you're taught that you're supposed to just deal with shit. You're not taught to how to handle your feelings. You know what I mean? You're taught that showing that you have feelings is showing weakness back then. Now it's starting to turn a little bit to where, you know, we're teaching our young men that they can show feelings, but they have to learn how to work through them and move past them. Or at least that's how I'm trying to be. But I ended up having a nervous breakdown because of it. Over everything, the final straw was my grandmother passing away. That was a hard one for me. And
For me, it was a blessing. Not your grandmother, mine.
but yeah, I took in ended up voluntarily putting myself into an institution to get help. Honestly, had I not done that, I probably wouldn't be here today. I get that, DK. Not everybody does. But so
DK, I guarantee you that statement's wrong.
we all discuss feelings one way or another, whether we think we are or not.
If you've ever burnt yourself and said "fuck," you've discussed feelings.
You ever burnt yourself and kicked the shit out of whatever you were burning, whatever burnt you?
Right?
You've shown feelings.
Well, yeah, but you discussed it too because you actually said the word "fuck."
But so yeah, I ended up being diagnosed with manic depression disorder. And I don't care what they tell you. First off, yes, you can deal with manic depressive disorder without medication.
Well, I feel that they overlabel shit anyways. But
And secondly,
almost didn't make that one.
you know, had I not went and got the help that I got, again, I would not.
Motherfucker. Can't find my remote. Why are we frozen? You back?
I guess I don't. What the fuck is wrong with this iPhone?
Was it the iPhone or was it the internet?
iPhone. Because I got the laptop here, and the laptop didn't cut out at all. Maybe I should switch over to the freaking laptop. Then it's like you're staring at my chest.
Well, if you're not walking, why wouldn't you be on the laptop?
Because you'd be staring at my chest, which I know you like that, but not everybody else would.
Your laptop camera doesn't adjust when you move the cover?
It does, but it's just because it's the table that I'm on. Oh shit, that's getting wet. How the hell is it getting wet? It's underneath the fucking...
If anybody would like to explain to me what the fuck I did with my remote, that would be great.
In other words, he's wanting to know if any of you are clairvoyant.
Not clairvoyant. Just tell me what the fuck I did with it.
Well, I'm going to go with you sat on it.
No, I would know that.
Hey, Willie. No Rumble because Rumble's been screwing up lately and keeps kicking us off the platform. Or it won't start on YouTube, or it's been crazy. And they don't answer me. I've tried contacting them numerous times, and they won't answer me about it and get back to me. So if they can't take the time to work with me, then fuck them. I don't need them. Are we going fishing? Look at him fucking side-eyeing you. That's awesome. Boat's got side-eyed by the fish.
They're like, what the fuck are you doing?
And Ohana Chris says it's the last fucking place you put it, Boats.
You know what? I think he's absolutely right.
I don't know. Did your wife come in and move it on you?
No, she will not come into here and move things around.
Oh, okay. Well, you're lucky.
She'll move things around everywhere else, but not in here. Not unless I ask for her help.
But
Got a speed square though.
but anyway, like we said, you know, if any of you need to talk at any point in time, my phone number is everywhere. You guys should have it by now. You know, you all know how to DM me or send me a comment on here, whatever. And you know, there's plenty of other people who are in our group who will, I'm sure, talk to you about their experience, some of their experiences, not all of them. I know that there are certain experiences that some people have gone through that they don't want to open up to about, and it's understandable because I've heard some of the stories that some of you guys have talked to me about, and yeah, it's not. To say traumatic is an understatement. So now I do have some good news for you. I do now know exactly where Callie has her kittens.
Walmart?
That still does not mean that I can see them though. Let me show you here quick. Look out, baby. I don't want to hit you with this. Okay. I'm stuck on the chair. Damn it. Okay, do you see right behind the that chair right there on the side of the greenhouse?
Yeah.
Right in that corner, at the very bottom, is where she has her kittens at. And I can't see through the damn greenhouse to see them. And I can't get into the greenhouse from the other end to get to them, so yeah. But I watched her come out today, and that's where she jumped up out of. So that's where she's got them at. I just watched Runway come out of the garage. But I don't know where she's got her kittens at in the garage either. I haven't gone out to look. All right, DK, be safe going home, bud. Yeah, I know she'll bring them out when she's ready. I'd like to clear out the other end though, so she's not trying to jump down from that height. You know, she's jumping down at that. Let's see here. I'll wait for this to catch up. See that white block up there with the hole in the center of the screen? She's jumping from there down to the ground, and I'd like her not to do that with the kitten.
What is the smoke?
I have an incense going to keep the bugs away.
Oh.
And the weather is just perfect that it's just, instead of dissipating, it's just kind of floating over towards me. So it's this really nasty kind called black onyx.
Yep.
I won't burn it in the house because it stinks so fucking bad. But I have sage out here too.
Lemongrass. They absolutely hate the smell of lemongrass.
Well, we bought the sage for other purposes.
Right.
Hi, Ruth. Welcome in. Willie's going to be fishing this weekend. He said
This Saturday,
this Saturday. Yeah.
the opener.
All right. Good luck, Willie.
Hey, Willie, little fishing advice for you. It doesn't help to fall in the water. Just saying.
Not unless you make yourself a net. Case of beer, lawn chair, and the boat landing. Oh yeah, no. If you ever go, oh my gosh. You ever watch some of them people who are trying to back their damn boat, back down the boat ramp to retrieve their boats or put their boats in the water?
Love those videos.
It's even better in person.
Yeah.
Especially when you sit there and just make one smart comment and they just start losing their shit. Willie says great humor. I'm sure they don't find it as funny as we do, though. Until it's somebody else that they're watching do it, and then they find it hilarious.
The greatest experience I've ever had with that was when the fire chief did it to his own boat.
I'm living up to my channel name today. I needed ketchup and didn't have any, so as per the alternative, I am in the middle of making my own ketchup. Nice. And you'll probably not use as much, half the sugar that they put in regular ketchup. And probably won't have the bugs that they put in the ketchup either.
Isn't ketchup like fermented tomatoes and shit like that? Is that the old-fashioned ketchup?
That's like Tabasco sauce, I think. I don't think they let tomatoes ketchup sit that long. It's usually
no ketchup used to be some really gross shit.
Yeah, it used to be. Now it's not.
Yeah.
They've changed the rules. But now, have you ever watched how they make Tabasco sauce?
No, I try not to watch how they make the food that I like to eat because sometimes it makes me not want to eat it anymore.
Yeah, and you don't want to watch that one because it will make you not want to eat it anymore.
Like chicken nuggets. They ruined me on chicken nuggets when I watched the how they made them.
You know what ruins them even more? There's a study out there that shows that certain fast food companies put wood dust in their fucking chicken nuggets.
It's just fiber.
What are you doing, little girl?
Just fiber.
Yeah, but when you're spending that much money on fucking chicken, you want to get chicken. I don't know. Anybody else even going out to dinner anymore? Because we ain't really.
Yes. I got to go out that door and up the stairs.
There's Fred. Hi, Fred.
Yubba dubba doo.
Wilma. How you doing, Fred? You being safe, bud? There's Cora.
Vinegar and peppers. What kind of peppers?
Kind I think it's just a chili pepper or jalapeno, something like that. Nothing too horribly.
Hello, Roddy, Mum. How are you?
Hi, Kimmy.
You're looking lovely today.
Just to give you an idea as to how quick the air can shift out here. Now it's blowing that way. Instead of coming over at us. Worcestershire sauce.
Yeah, I like Worcestershire sauce, so I don't even watch how that's even made, because I know some shit's made with anchovies, and I don't want to know.
Yeah, I'm not a big anchovy person. Scan the code. And it'll take you to his Facebook and eBay pages. Or no, Discord. You have a Discord?
I have 2 Discords, but it's not up and running yet.
Okay.
I mean, it's up and running, but I don't know if anybody's ever joined it.
Yeah, I didn't know you had one. So post it down in the Discord server thingy and we'll pop over. Oh, it's really coming down now, ain't it?
No, nobody's joined it.
Hopefully it just comes straight down and doesn't start to blow around, or I'm gonna have to rush around putting shit in the house. Move this over under the umbrella a little bit further. I already lost one phone. I don't need to lose another. Cooked on simmer for 1 hour so far. Seems to be working. Might
Yeah,
have to
no more spiking your phones.
Oh my. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. I got the dropsies.
Kim's heating her house by running her presses to get stuff get her orders out the door. Young lady, you know, if you move over this way just a little bit more, you'll actually not get wet, right?
Roddy, Mom, how many presses do you actually run?
That sounds kind of interesting there, Ruth. I like all that other stuff too much to, yeah, sorry. No, I do make my own stuff fresh at home here, like my own spaghetti sauces, and stuff like that. All right. She has 5, but 3 are usually going.
Damn.
I shared a press with her the other day, and she said that's too expensive. I said, but if money was no object, she said, if money was no object, yeah. So
If money was no object, I'd buy Bunker Branding.
Bunker Branding. I'll have to look that up.
The kid Matt from Demolition Ranch, he owns Bunker Branding, and he had it up for sale. I don't know if he sold it or not.
Oh wow. Hey Lori, how the hell do you have water bill out where you live at? That's crazy.
The hell's
She meant to say water bill, but it came out water mill.
Yeah, but if she's on a well,
They
oh,
don't
no
have.
well.
Well,
Oh,
drill one. It'd be cheaper in the long run. It costs you a little bit more now, but nice. Yeah, I need to find one of them. I want to eventually start helping to offset you having to do all of it. That way you're not so overwhelmed.
my wife has a sublimation printer sitting in the other room. She never uses it.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. The property that Lori and her dad live on was used for dipping cattle and animals for fleas and all that shit when they were so water.
It's all leached.
Yeah, so they buried them instead of taking them out. So I don't know that I'd exactly trust the anything grown on that property either.
Why not?
Usually that stuff finds its way into your food. Dave! Hello, Mr. Dave.
It's Dave TV.
Roddy's asking what printer she has.
It's a white one. That's all I got.
You got a webcam.
It's supposed to be a security cam, but I don't like it.
Oh, yeah?
It was my attempt to try something from Temu.
Ah.
I mean, it works. I can plug it in and it will work, but
Picture quality.
horrible. I've seen Marines with crayons do better. Hello, Dave. How are you?
Starting to get wet here. I'm just right at the wrong spot. The tree's not covering me enough. Oh well, it's just my back. I ain't gonna melt. I'm not sugar, that's for sure. I'm waiting for Bose to say it. I know it's in his head.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Roddy Mom says one day when my house doesn't look like a sublimation factory blew up, we will do a video and make something. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta. Anyone else noticing that bugs are getting bigger?
It's not the fact that they're getting bigger, you're shrinking.
No, these are getting bigger, dude. I've got. Well, I'm laying back in bed and I'm just playing on the phone and I hear Cinder start smacking at something. That's scary as hell. But Cinder's smacking the shit out of something. I'm like, what the hell? And then all of a sudden I hear this. I look over and there's a fucking hornet inside the window.
Inside the window?
In the window. In the screen.
Is that an innuendo?
No. Not an innuendo. But so now I'm trying to get Cinder away from the window because he's now going to get stung if he keeps playing with this damn thing. And so I shake the treats and he jumps over to me. I'm
That's some
yelling
funny
for
shit, Willie.
Caitlin. Yelling for Caitlin, right? Oh yeah. Sorry, I missed what Willie had said. I had to go look. There's the gavel.
It's me, Gavel.
But so I yelled for Caitlin because she had to come back and go over to close the window quick. And she's arguing with me. She's like, give me a minute. I'm like, I don't have a minute. Cinder's about to get, you know, stung. So she comes back and closes the window quick. So now it's stuck between the window and the screen. And we took and sprayed it down good and killed it. So I'll get to it eventually, and I'll get a picture of it.
Oh, the wasp?
No, it's not a wasp. It's a hornet. The hornet, that thing is no lie, is as big as my finger.
The hell's the difference
Between a hornet and a wasp?
Yeah.
Wasps are thinner bodied. Hornets are like a long bumblebee.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Kim. Yes, I'm glad to hear that. Kim's puppy is doing better, so we are all happy to hear that. What is that, leather?
Me?
What you just put over?
That?
Mm-hmm.
No, that's an adhesive backing. It's what I use to take my pictures on.
Gotcha.
I'm still trying to figure out where the fuck my remote is.
Our wasps come in all different colors. We get them from dark purple all the way up to bright orange and yellow.
Thought it was deep purple.
Well, that's only if they catch you. Get it? When they sting you, deep purple? Never mind. What the hell? Now it's raining even harder. It was supposed to slow down at 4, and it didn't even hit till after 4.
I think I want to get a puppet.
You're gonna get Joe Biden?
You know what? I think if I get a puppet, I will name it Joe.
Young lady, I'm gonna whoop you. She went out and got wet and then just rubbed up against me.
Oh, I owe her some Friskies. Motherfucker!
So what do y'all want to talk about? I mean, we've talked about death already and how we all are here to talk to if anybody needs to. You know.
The key is with death is you got to allow yourself to go through your stages of grieving.
Yep. And when you do lose multiple people over time, I mean, it does make it hard for the grieving process to work through because you're starting over basically with someone new. So you have to give yourself that time. You're not don't sit there and feel like you should already be over it because you haven't even really had a chance to get into it. I understand, Fred. We discussed it earlier, bud. Alright, I gotta move. That shit's going right down my damn back.
Well, an ass that big, I can understand why it's getting there.
I know I'm all ass, bud. That's not gonna work either. It's getting wet over here too. What the hell's going on? I guess we got to go in the house because this ain't gonna work. It's blowing too much. I understand how it's blowing. There's no fucking wind, but
Well, if I have to explain it to you, then we got issues. I got the perfect book for you, though. When I was cleaning up my parents' house, I found the book that my mother bought me when I was a teenager. It explained sex to me. So
the birds and the bees, huh?
it was more than the birds and the bees. It explained in great detail how to perform different tasks.
Oh my!
It's a great book. It really was. I thought I had lost it. I read it every night before bed now.
How very interesting. All right,
Ah!
I will be right back. I'm going to run some stuff in the house here real quick.
Don't run.
Well, I can't run. So I guess I should pick a better words, huh?
You're all in red. You a Crimson Tide person today? No, it's actually not the Articum. It is. Notice how I had to look down to make sure I was actually wearing underwear? The Picture Book of Sexual Love. Chapter 1. This book was the best thing my mother ever got me when I was a teenager. The Building of Sexual Power. It really is a great book. I can't show you the inner pages because I don't want to get him boobies. I don't want to get him kicked off. But it covers all the. It must cover some of the Kama Sutra. It even discusses sexual success. Where? Oh, where is my book of Fubar? I don't think I have it. What book is it? Huh. Hmm. I can't find it. The Book of Fubar. Probably one of the greatest books ever written, other than the sex book. And I don't know, Chris, if you're talking, we can't hear you. There is a famous individual in this book. I want to see if you can recognize him. Chris, tie your shoe. Chris, say something. Can't hear you. Can you guys hear me? And we just can't hear Chris, or? Who can you hear? How about? Okay. Chris, you're all fucked up. The hell is that fucking picture?
Oh, hey.
Hey, you're back. Welcome back. Did you put your microphone on mute and forget about it?
Yeah, apparently I did.
You know
I
what that
accidentally
makes
hit
you,
the
right?
microphone. An idiot.
I
That's what it
wasn't going to
makes
say
me, a
that.
fucking idiot. Alrighty.
Can we see that? I'm going to have to move the phone to the picture.
Are you in high school?
Can you recognize that person?
Looks like a younger version of you. Here. Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta sit your sound.
Yeah, I was stoned off my fucking ass. So I had just been in an accident that day. A friend of mine, we were driving to school, and I had a blowout. I was driving my mother's Pontiac 6000, and we had a blowout. And he panicked, reached over and grabbed the steering wheel and stepped on the accelerator at the same time. Fucking drove us right into a fucking house. Ended up losing my fucking license because of it. I got driving to endanger for running to hitting for because I hit somebody's house. I was pissed. I was truly pissed because it wasn't even my fault. He wouldn't even own up to it.
That's not a very
But
good friend.
no, we didn't talk much after that. But yeah, that pissed me off. And then
Pissed me off too.
his mother tried suing us, but yeah,
Why would she sue you? That makes no sense at all.
because she saw a way of thinking that she was going to make some money.
Ah, got it. Okay. This guy over here.
Yep. That was back in the summer, or actually the spring of '88. How old were you, Chris, in '88? 6?
11.
11.
Yep, I was 11 back then. I would have been.
Good Lord.
Because
I am
89.
almost old enough to be your father.
No, you're not.
I said almost old enough to be your father. Of course, I was 11 when I first experienced the finer sides of life. Her name was Lee. She was my neighbor.
Oh my.
She was 14. I was 11.
Fun.
Yep. You didn't see the book, did you, Chris? Did you get a chance to see the book?
Yeah, I saw it, but thank you.
I was going to read a little bit of it, but no. You were making too much noise.
I'm always making too much noise. A fish tank's gonna make me have to piss. I can hear it in the background.
Yeah, it's low on water. I gotta do a water change anyway, so I wasn't gonna put more water in it.
1982, Dave says.
1982. Not the year you graduated, or the year that
Well, he said he was 15, so I'm guessing that's the first time he
Oh yeah.
experienced fun times.
The Fun Times of Ridgemont High.
That was a good movie.
Yes, it was. I watched oh, it was it Netflix?
Did you watch The Roast of Tom Brady?
Oh, I did. Oh my fucking God, I did. Oh, holy shit, that was fucking hilarious.
I didn't watch. I don't have Netflix, so I didn't watch all of it. But I've watched online. A lot of people were talking about how Kim Kardashian got demolished.
Oh, they fucking hammered the shit out of that bitch. Yeah. And then they hammered the shit out of her fucking stepfather. Would it be her stepmother now?
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that was funny as shit.
I
And then
still don't understand how they got popular.
I don't know.
Just all because her dad kept OJ out of jail.
Yeah, right. I don't see it, but
Looking back, I think I would despise somebody like that because
he was just
OJ's
doing his job.
shit. Yeah, true, but OJ's still a piece of shit. So, not taking away from him that he wasn't a hell of a football player, but I don't know if you've noticed, but they don't call it the National Felon League for nothing.
I don't know what you're getting at. Tom Brady's not a felon.
He might be after if they go after him for that FTX shit.
Well, yeah.
They're talking about going after him for that, which would make him a felon because of the amount of money.
True.
But I don't see it happening. I figured
No,
the
I
text
don't either.
will thicken on its own, but I had the cornstarch ready to add just in case. Yeah, When in doubt, always just keep some cornstarch on the side just in case.
You know what I use instead of cornstarch and flour, especially when I'm making a gravy? Because where my wife had stomach surgery, she's her stomach is very picky on certain things. She
Yeah.
can't have like heavy foods. I use xanthan gum.
Really?
Yeah, it makes a decent gravy, and her stomach can actually handle it.
Nice. Good to know.
That and I also use we don't cook with sugar. We cook with monk fruit, and so that way she can, like, if she wants to have a piece of banana bread, because she can't have processed sugar.
Yeah.
But
Now, would like maple syrup, that wouldn't be considered a processed sugar, would it? Or
no,
that'd be a simple sugar, wouldn't
it
it? I believe.
well, real maple syrup or the stuff you get over the counter.
No, real maple syrup.
Yeah, no, real maple sugar. It's just that's just a refined. She can't have a lot of that either.
No, but she
Should
could
be
have some of it.
Yeah, she can have some, but she just can't have a lot.
Whereas,
Um,
like regular granulated sugar, I know she can't have that at all.
no, and she can't have. She has to be careful on sugar-free things like sugar-free Jello gelatin has a sugar alcohols in it. She can't have those at all. And I've never quite understood that. It's sugar-free, but yet it's got sugar alcohol in it. But do you guys make your own maple syrup down there?
I have never actually tapped our trees, but we could, I guess.
Yeah, we had a shitty year this year. The yield was horrible because it wasn't cold enough.
Yeah,
The colder it is,
the better it is because
yeah,
it basically it caps off all the sap where it leaks out at,
yeah,
and so it builds up better.
yeah. They had a horrible, horrible yield this year, but it's only going to get worse.
Yeah.
And not because of global warming from humans, but it's because the Earth is tilting.
Yeah.
Listen to the Inuits. The Inuits tried telling people that it's
There's a reason why they moved.
shut up. Nobody's talking to you. Jesus Christ! I never said hello. GOOGLE.
No,
Fucking thing just starts talking on its own.
and that's why I unplugged mine.
I have it for that's my emergency broadcast because you heard that. If I'm down here and if I sneeze or whatever and I go limp, paralyzed,
Yeah,
um,
you can always yell
then
out and get its
then
attention.
I can yell for the wife to come down here and make sure I don't fucking suffocate and swallow my tongue. Good
Gotcha.
times. Good times.
But
I
yeah,
think the
man.
best.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I think the best time was she was taking a shower. I was going down the stairs and I sneezed and I lost all all muscle uh, all muscle movement and I fell down the stairs. She come walking by. She looked down. She saw me laying at the bottom of the stairs and she walked right by. And then she stopped for a second. You hear her go, "What the fuck?" She turns around. She's like, "The fuck you doing down there?" I'm like, "Help."
You're like, I just wanted to see if you could tell the difference between me and a pile of clothes, right?
Right? That was when we realized it was an actual problem. And shortly after that, they rushed me in for surgery to fuse my spine. Workman's comp didn't believe me. There was something wrong. So I proved it to him.
Workman's comp, they'll try and get out of it no matter what, any way they can. They always try and screw you. Sounds good, Ruth. I'll look forward to it. So, oh yeah, we've been on an hour already. Doesn't even feel like that.
I make time go by, baby. Well,
I'm sure the wife will definitely confirm that.
oh yeah. I think we're.
Yeah. Unfortunately, people, and don't get me wrong, I don't wish this on anyone. I don't want anybody to ever figure out how this feels if you don't have to. But until you have to go through back problems and have to go through the injections and go through a fusion or anything like that, you cannot fathom the amount of pain that can be involved in that. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
I don't know why. Oh, I was listening. I'm trying to figure out why my volume was up so loud. It's because I was listening to music. That's why I didn't hear you chime in the first time about me joining.
Oh, okay. Okay,
No,
Ruth. Well, you have a good afternoon if you have to leave, and we'll talk to you
what?
soon. Her brother-in-law is coming over, so she may
Really?
have to pop out. And Chris says Workman's Comp was happy when he went into a coma. I'm guessing they weren't so happy when you came out of the coma? I guess. I don't know. I mean, can you imagine that rep having to come in there and they're pissed off because you actually came back to life, and now they've got to pretend they're happy for you.
Right?
Like, we got to pay this fucker's bills again.
So, kind of on a funny story on that. I'm not playing into his coma. This is
Is that an Officer Tatum shirt?
no
TVP?
TVP.
Not from
I thought it was a grunt, but it's not. So when I got run over by the truck, they had gotten me to the hospital to try to stabilize me before they called in the life flight, and so one of the police officers showed up to the hospital to take a statement from the doctor and everything, because they called in the state police and everything for a reconstruction, because they classified it as a fatal. And my wife was outside because the doctor was doing some tests, and the cop walked up to my wife, and he was apologizing to her and saying, I'm sorry for your loss, and you know, I never, because the paramedics that picked me up, they all knew me. I graduated with from high school with one of the firefighters that was on scene, and so they were explaining, all the guys that were there were explaining to the cop who I was and everything. And so anyways, so the cop was like, I hear that he was a really good guy and everything. I'm sorry for your loss. If there's anything we can do, is there anything that the Newington Fire Department can do for your husband, for your husband, let us know. And my wife had looked at the guy with this dumbfounded look, and she's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" He's in there talking to the doctor right now. And the guy, you can hear the fucking cop goes, "Holy shit, he's alive!"
Good grief.
Yeah,
Did
they
you,
thought it was.
did you yell
They
out
thought
at
it
him,
was a
"Yeah, I'm
fatal
fucking alive"?
because of the way the amount of damage that she did to my did to my motorcycle and she rolled her truck and the damage that she did to her truck. They figured that because she hit me at 50 miles an hour that I was dead.
It's not, a stretch of the imagination. I mean,
No, it's not, but it's funny because I'm sitting in there and I'm like listening to my wife, and then the cop. I'm here, and I'm like, it's distracting the whole conversation. But
you're like
yeah, no,
you're like telling the doctor, "Hold on a second, I want to hear this."
yeah. So I don't know. Did I ever tell you the story about this?
No, no, this is the first time I heard about. I mean,
All right,
I heard you had gotten hit before, but I didn't actually get any. You didn't
all
tell us
right.
any details.
So May 23rd, 2012, I was injured, and I was injured in the fire. That's when I did that. The arson fire on the USS Miami.
Hmm.
I got injured saving a firefighter as he was falling back into the submarine. I caught him, and I ended up having to grab a hold of some staging. We did that whole Hollywood. I mean, if you looked at it if on camera again, it looked like a reenactment from Hollywood. But so I ended up tearing both rotator cuffs. I tore my right bicep, my right abdominal, my right groin muscles, herniated my L4, L5, um, all from that. Um, so they, instead of doing surgery, workman's comp pushed the whole fucking physical therapy thing. Physical therapy, things were going great. I was pushing through everything, you know, typical fucking mindset, I'm going to get back to fire. I'm going to be a firefighter again. I'm not going to quit. Can't quit. Just push through it, push through it, push through it.
Hmm.
So they gave me permission. My physical therapist gave me permission to start riding my motorcycle a few months later. So it was August 9th of 2012. Um, I was going to my very last appointment to get signed off from physical therapy to go back to work,
Hmm.
and that's when the woman had run me over. But leading up to this, I had come off the highway. I had gone down a back road, and I was stopped at a stoplight. This is where the paranormal comes in. I'm sitting on my motorcycle. It's back then I was driving a Kawasaki VN 2000. It was a it was a 225 cubic inch motor. It was a huge motorcycle, and good night, sweetheart. Where are
What?
you going? What?
Not going anywhere. I'm just listening.
Oh, I thought you were falling asleep. I was going to start singing to you. So, anyways, I I come to the stoplight, and there's one vehicle in front of me, and I'm laughing my ass off. I'm sitting on this motorcycle. This motorcycle is 1,000 pounds. It's a bagger, and I'm just sitting on this motorcycle. It's loud as fuck. You know, there's you're not going to miss the motorcycle. But the car in front of me is this old Pontiac, and there's this little white-haired guy driving it. And I'm laughing my fucking ass off because it was my grandfather's fucking car to the T. I mean, it was a main license plate. It was the very last car that he ever drove, style, and it was a little cotton top, and it looked just like my grandfather. So, when the light turned green, he went out into the intersection, turned left, started heading towards. He was heading towards Dover, New Hampshire, and I had to go across a 4-lane intersection. And if he had not been in front of me, the woman would have hit me. She hit me on my right leg. So my body didn't take 100% of the blow. She hit me on my right leg. But if he had not been in front of me, I would have been the first vehicle there. It would have put me that much farther into the intersection where she hit me, and it probably would have killed me. But when the witnesses were telling the cops what was going on, nobody mentioned anything about the vehicle being in front of me. Nobody saw another vehicle.
Wow.
Yeah, that was fucking creepy. Once I figured everything out, and because I'm explaining to the cops, and I mean I explained in great detail. I mean, to this day I can remember what the intersection looked like prior to me driving through it. I don't remember anything after that the car in front of me started turning left to go up to Dover. I just remember laughing my ass off because my grandfather had died. That was 2012, so he had been dead for 12 years at that point. But it was insane. And then yeah, it was weird. It really was. It was probably one of the weirdest moments I can ever imagine. And so yeah, that was weird. It really was.
I can imagine.
But they called MedFlight for me because I described the underneath of her vehicle because I told one of the guys that she needed to get some rust checked. And so and I explained to him where the rust was. So he went over and looked at the vehicle just to get an idea of, you know, and he's like, holy shit, he's absolutely right.
Hey, Jay.
So, hey, Jay. So that's why they called the med flight, because at that point they realized I was actually under the vehicle.
Were you actually under the vehicle, or was this as she rolled it?
She rolled it because she went over the top of me.
Okay, so you were actually underneath her. Okay.
Yeah. So if you look at the damage of the motorcycle, the way that she hit me, I mean, my leg, she hit me, so my, like, right on the front of the vehicle would have just like literally would have clipped my front chest, but my bike spun around and it catapulted her truck over to roll over. But I was actually under her vehicle. So if I had a passenger on the back of that bike, they would have been dead.
Well, I'm sure.
But they estimated when they estimated when they looked at my helmet, and to the life of me, I don't know why I ended up throwing it away. I should have kept it. They measured the crack on my helmet. They estimated it to the equivalent of a 30-foot fall if I landed on my head. And but that's when they missed the fact that I had a broken neck. And they so I actually worked for 2 years with a broken neck. I went back to firefighting and worked for 2 years with a broken neck before they realized that there was something wrong. But I had been telling them the whole time that there's something wrong, something wrong, something wrong, but they wouldn't pay for an MRI. So I had to actually go out and pay for the MRIs out of pocket.
That sucks ass.
But and my the surgeon who actually did the surgery on me, when he looked at the MRIs, and he explained to me how they missed it, because we weren't so sure how they missed it. We were thinking about suing for workman's comp, but suing for malpractice. But at the time, I was, well, I was 6'2" and 230 at that point, but I was in the best shape of my life. You know,
Yeah.
they missed it because the fact that my neck was so thick, and that's what actually kept me from hurting myself for the 2 years. Is the fact that I had such a thick neck. But what actually the real damage actually happened on August 9th of 2014. 5 minutes to the accident is when I compressed my spine during a training evolution on the job.
Yeah, it's not any good. When you compress that, it just puts so much pressure on
Right.
parts that just, you know.
Well, yeah, it's nuts. But like I told the doctor yesterday when I had gone to because I met my new pain management doctor yesterday, and he kept trying to. He's like, you need to get to the point. I'm like explaining to him everything that happened, and he's like, wait a minute, this is all tying into this. I'm like, yeah, this is all part of the same injury. He's like, holy crap. But yeah, it was funny. I laugh at it now. I really do. There's nothing.
You were laughing back then.
Well, I don't remember it back then. Um, it was the biggest thing my wife remembers is the day because they released me from the hospital the same day I had the accident, and because they couldn't find anything wrong with me other than the scrapes, bruises, and the fact that she degloved my sartorius muscle. Um, so I had a hard time walking. But when my wife was driving us home, I was pissed off because I wanted to go home, and she was driving home, but I didn't remember that we had moved. So
You're going the wrong way, and she's
yeah,
actually.
I'm like, I don't want to go for a fucking drive. I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Why are we going this way? She's driving all the way, to where we live here in Elliott. And at the time, I thought we still lived in the apartment in Kittery. And she's like, would you shut the fuck up? We're going home. I'm like, how the fuck are we going home? We were on the wrong road. But yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, it was fucked up.
I hear quite a few stories like that. Um, I have a friend that was hit by a car when he was on a bicycle when he was younger, and he doesn't remember shit from that point forward. He doesn't remember any of his younger childhood, but he remembers everything from that point on.
Right.
So they don't know if it's just like a mental block he put up himself to keep from
No,
pain sometimes.
it's probably part of the traumatic brain injury. Like that's one thing that I have now is my traumatic brain injury. Now, not to keep focusing on that, but I mean, the funny thing is that because of the Miami fire, I was doing great in life. I didn't have any fucking my my issues were fucking low key from being in the military. But after the Miami fire, something triggered brought all my PTSD out. So I was having all the PTSD from the military, all the PTSD from being a firefighter for all those years. And so I went to see this. My wife was like, "You're going to see a therapist." So the therapist, her idea of trying to figure out the root of what's going on was to write in a journal. She goes, "I want you to start writing in your journal your earliest memories, all the way, and write every day." My last entry was August 8th of 2012. If I didn't have that journal, I wouldn't have any memories whatsoever, because now I can go back to the journal and I can read it and know that things happened, but I don't remember. Like a lot of them, I don't remember the day my daughter was born, but I wrote about it. I don't remember the day we got married, but I wrote about it. I've lost a lot of that shit. Um, but it was weird that if I hadn't written that journal, that I would have nothing to remind me of my past life.
Hmm.
So it's kind of like two paranormal things in one.
Well, I guess now you can thank that therapist for that.
And now I have a gavel.
Yay. Beat the shit out of something with it, right?
Yeah.
Corey's trying to say I need a nap. Now I'm going to fucking yawn because she said that. Now I get that a lot. I'll be like just sitting here and I don't know. I guess maybe I go squinty eyed or something. But Lori used to accuse me of that shit all the time. Your eyes are closed. No, my eyes aren't closed. I'm watching the damn TV. But yeah, I don't know if it has something to do with the glare of the glasses or what. But
Or it could be the fact that your head's going back on your pillow and you're snoring. I don't
I didn't snore.
know.
Trust me, when I snore, you'll know I'm fucking snoring. I can shake the house.
So, question for you:
Okay.
living where you're living, as close to that air base as you're at, have you seen any lights in the sky that you can't explain?
Yes.
Do you have any of them recorded?
I did on the old phone. I don't know if I have any copies of it.
Because one of the reasons why I was asking, because I replayed the two Black Hawk videos. I had actually downloaded it and I was playing it on my my program that I use to review the paranormal stuff that we do. Because when you were filming, something black flew by the camera, and I'm like, that's not right. But come to find out, it ended up once I slowed it down and played it frame by frame, it ended up being a bug.
Yeah,
But
here we get big bugs up here.
yeah, but it was just the way that it flew by, and it was like it was there, but it was gone. So I'm thinking that it was the way that it was flying. It hit the frame rate in your camera just right to only be there for a split second.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I'm trying
no,
to figure out that person on TikTok, Lexi. They're like, "What is this?" I'm like, "He's talking about that video that we were just talking about, the
yeah,
Black Hawk video." And I'm like, "Pretty self-explanatory, wasn't it? There were two Black Hawks flying across the sky, and you know, I didn't
yeah.
think it was that hard to figure out, but apparently it is for some people." What the hell was that?
You heard that?
I heard that.
I have no clue what the hell that is.
You better
Well, I'm
check
glad
on
I'm
the
not the
light.
only one that heard that. Makes me feel better.
I
So
almost felt it, I think, but
that way, behind me is Pease Air Force Base. They're as the crow flies, they're only maybe 2.5, maybe 3 miles away.
yeah. Now, coming back to the whole crazy light thing,
Yep.
um, I caught video. It almost looked like a blimp, but there wasn't anything out supposed to be out there that night, and it was just like a red light flashing in the sky that looked like it would have been a blimp.
Hmm. Now, how
It was
old were you? How old were you when you saw your first UFO? You remember?
no, not offhand. I don't remember. That was only a couple of years ago that I saw that one out there.
Right. Well, the reason why I asked is I was 9 years old when I first saw my first UFO, and it's almost like I see the same things all the time now, or I've been seeing the same things for a long time now. Um, I don't ever get as lucky enough to see a craft. I'm always seeing lights in the sky,
Yeah.
but I mean lights where you should actually be seeing something because of how close it is. But I got some real fucking crazy UFO fucking phenomenon when I was in the Navy. That's some crazy shit. But
Well, Thomas just said there about he's seen some crazy shit in the Air Force.
yeah, I bet. Well, that's the reason why I was asking because back here, back at the air base, I got some really good footage of some UFO shit, and we didn't see it live. We just happened to catch it on a static camera that we had set up because the person that we weren't even looking for UFO shit. Um, we were doing an actual paranormal investigation, and the homeowners had seen like shadows walking in a certain path. So we had the cameras out, and we actually ended up catching a UFO descending. It was a long cigar-shaped UFO. So,
Wow.
Dave, you heard that too? I have no fucking clue what the hell that was. I don't know, and I don't think it's guard weekend because today would be Thursday. Um, it didn't sound like a plane hitting its afterburners or taking off, so I have no fucking clue what the hell that was. But
Now, do you hear? How far are you from the army base?
there's not an army base anywhere near us. It's closest army base is probably 75 miles away.
Okay. Well, Indiantown Gap is about 40 miles from here.
Yeah, that's
When
army.
Yeah, and well, they have Army and Air Force up there and Marines. But when they do their tank and artillery training up there,
Yeah,
it still vibrates our fucking house all the way down here.
really.
Yep.
That's weird.
Next time they have training, I'll make sure I'll call you and we'll listen.
I wonder if that's because of the way your bedrock is.
Part of it's probably because we're up so high,
Oh yeah, yeah.
so it just kind of pushes up over here. But yeah, it's been that
Nope.
way since forever.
Yeah. So the base that I used to work at, it's a naval base. Um, is only 5 miles away, and 5 miles driving. And the Air Force Base is maybe, like I said, as the crow flies, 3 miles away at the tops, maybe four. But between those two bases, I've seen so many lights just zooming in, stopping, hovering, sitting over, then taking off. I mean, in just some weird patterns. But I mean, there's a lot of reports of Air Force bases and any place that may have nukes
Hmm.
that they seem to they seem to have a lot of that going on. But so Thomas, what kind of Air Force base were you at? Did they have any type of strategic aircraft or? would they have? Because I mean, I don't know how long ago you were in the Air Force, but the Air Force base that I'm referring to is Pease Air Force Base, and it's in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, where it splits Portsmouth and Newington. It's actually in two towns, but
If I remember, Thomas was in back in. He's the one that was looking for the 1960 police
right,
back for Air Force.
yeah.
So I think he was in back then. I could be wrong. Wouldn't be the first time.
I still haven't found one. Well, I found a badge that was close, but it wasn't. I think it's actually coming up for bid tonight. It's close. Where is it?
But yeah, just kind of do some housekeeping here real quick while you're doing that. Tomorrow is council meeting on Discord for Bridging Pathways, chatting with Sasquatch Council. So, if you're a council member, please make plans to be there. If anybody has anything they would like brought up at the council meeting, please, message a council member with those concerns. Excuse me, now I yawned. Germany and England, a little bit of everything, 79 to 2015. So,
Yeah. England has a really, really good UFO. I can't remember the name of the Air Force base, but they had a close encounter. Some of the guys got sick from it.
7:30 p.m. Eastern time. So it would be 5:30 your time, Dave, I believe. Right now it is 5:31 Eastern time, so it should be 3:30 your time, right, Dave? If I'm thinking right.
I think you are thinking right.
That'll be a first one.
Yeah.
How is it they say even a blind squirrel finds a nut every now and then?
Right.
We can talk about you needing a raise, Dave. Fred, who do we got calling to get you a raise, bud?
Eh.
1432, Chris says.
Yeah, it's already gone. Fuck. It was a. Nope, that's definitely not it. That's all Third Reich shit.
Oh, that could be interesting to get a hold of too, though.
Yeah, but you can't show pictures of it on YouTube. Yeah, I think
Nope.
it's already been bought. It was a 1960s security badge, but it wasn't an air police. So I'm not quite sure the difference. But
Lori, did the guy have a freaking forearm that looked like Popeye? Because that's the only thing I'm thinking there.
oh, that's in 9 days.
9 days.
Oh no, there's a picture of Ira Hayes pointing at the raising of the flag of the Iwo Jima.
Oh,
It's yeah, fucking poor bastard died in a fucking puddle of his own fucking vomit.
hmm. Well, we'll pray for you, Fred. I don't know if that's what you mean, but yeah, we can do that. Hana says his pop saw a ghost on the old World War II barracks in Beale Air Force Base back in the 70s.
I can believe that as well.
And did you see where Thomas said it was Lakenheath Air Force Base in England?
Yes, Lakenheath. Yeah. Thank you, Thomas. Tomas. Thank you, Tomas.
Same. Um, let me see something here once.
So coming up for bid in 9 days is a picture of a nuclear bomb exploding on Bikini Islands.
That'd be interesting.
Be a cool picture to have. It'd be a cool conversation, Pete.
Wonder how much radiation still comes off the picture.
Right? I don't know how much. I mean, this would be some really cool history to have. But, wow, where the fuck does this dude come up with these fucking pictures? Holy crap.
Hmm. That said, Chris,
No, that might be worth bidding on. I could repurpose that.
all right, I gotta step away for 1 second here, y'all.
Y'all.
It's bad. I almost took that right up the. Never mind.
That's what she said.
There you go. I'm gonna mute myself first, though.
Well, I gotta go back. I wonder what they want for that crossbow. Where is it located? Keene, New Hampshire. I'm not driving all that way for that. So if there's any memorabilia or any type of antique that you want me to try to find, let me know. Because I have a bunch of online auction sites that I frequent to help supply my eBay habit, eBay selling habit. But A Knights Templar sword with sheath. It's not a sheath, it's a scabbard. Come on, people. That's a nice fucking sword, though. $32. Hmm. What kind of pictures did he have, Thomas?
Alrighty. Anything related to the Twin Towers? That's going to be
I have
hard to find.
in my gun safe a one of the American Silver Eagles that were recovered from the Twin Towers with a certificate of authenticity. Gotta have that authenticity.
So where exactly would you look at on one of these security or the badges for the police, Air Force police badge to tell you what year it's from?
Whoever's selling it should have that information. Or some of the police badges, like the 60s, those were all like hand-me-downs.
So it wouldn't have it stamped on there somewhere?
No, but there's can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. I'd have to do some Googling, but there's a site out there that helps identify ages of badges and pins by the way the clasps and stuff are set up.
Okay. Makes sense.
Uh,
Oh, did you see what Thomas just said?
oh, no shit. Hang on a minute there, be sure, Thomas. That has nothing to do with 9/11. So, Militaria. In 2 hours, there's a framed picture of the USS Maine coming up.
Nice.
I won't be reselling that. God damn. Where the hell did those pictures go? I went back too far. So, Thomas, I'm going to post some pictures in Discord. Because, well, that's on a naval ship. Let me see if I can find the one that was taken from the airplane. This would be amazing if this picture that I just found was your father.
Oh, I'm sure it did, Thomas. That's, back then, that was more power than they've ever imagined. Compared to now, we look back and we have the hindsight of seeing from history's point, whereas they were making history back then. So, but, yeah.
This is an official U.S. Navy photograph of the Bikini Island bombing.
Welcome home, Lori.
They call it Bikini Island or Bikini Fireworks.
Oh, I'm sure it was bikini fireworks, huh?
Eh. Whose Discord server? Well, that's ours. So, Tomas, is there any chance that he would have been taking pictures for the Navy? And just like, or he took the picture, but the Navy stamped it as part of theirs?
That's always possible, isn't it?
Well, I mean, it's I think it's funny that
Isn't our
his
government always
father,
stealing shit from someone else?
well, I mean, I don't know if I can post it here or not.
You can
No,
post a
well,
link in there.
yeah, but if he's not registered to the site, he won't be able to get in.
Ah, gotcha.
It's an actual auction site.
He said he went from the Air Force to the Navy, so it's possible.
Well, I'll tell you what, Tomas, I'm going to post these pictures in the Discord, and I'll let you tell me if they look familiar to you. Expand this one. That's the one right there. Yep. Copy images. All right, Thomas, in pictures in our Discord.
I think he said he'll be right
Right.
back. He had a call.
Oh, all right. This would be fucking hilarious if these are his or his father's.
That'd be kind of cool, actually.
Yeah, it would. It doesn't have a name of who the photographer is though. The Navy Department has no objection to the use of. Oh, that's nice.
Well, I would hope they would have no objection to the use of it.
Right? Yeah, it doesn't have any names on it. It's just got a bunch of stamps and shit. Yeah.
We're just posting that under pictures, or
Yes. Yeah, that would be hilarious if, well, not hilarious, but because I'd buy these up in a heartbeat just to send them to him.
wow.
Hmm.
Because if I remember right, the Bikini Atoll pictures weren't actually. They were actually done on Navy ships in the ocean, right off the coast of the atoll, weren't they?
Well, they were. Some of them were exploded on the island. Some of them were exploded underwater. Some of them were exploded on top of the water. They wanted to see all different types of explosions. But yeah, they had a bunch of derelict ships out there that they used as guinea pig.
Most people don't realize that there was actually a Nazi ship out there too. Did you know that?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure what the fuck's going on. I heard that sound again. There was actually, I think there was two.
Yeah, I believe so. There was one aircraft carrier.
Yeah.
Wife trying to get your attention, or what?
It's got to be the wife moving something around. Whatever it is, it's fucking heavy.
Better go see if she needs an exorcist, maybe.
The only thing I'm going to do for her is supervise. If she's possessed, I'm going to let her take her.
Oh shit. Well, guys and gals, I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up for the day. Thank you, Boats, for helping out and hanging out with us. Appreciate it as always.
Yeah. So before we say goodbye, I've had some thoughts about doing some YouTube reaction videos. So if people can come up with some videos they think I should react to, because apparently people like watching doofuses on YouTube reacting to different videos. So shoot me some information, shoot me some videos, and I'll see if I got to get this mess behind me cleaned up before I start doing any fucking YouTube videos. But I don't want to look like I'm a long-term freaking hoarder.
You could always throw a green screen up.
Yeah, I could.
Not an actual green screen, but they have a lot of these programs have the green screen built in where you can.
Oh, you see that right there? That bar?
Yeah, you can just hang it up there.
That's for my green screen because I used to do Twitch,
Gotcha.
but I
Nice.
got to see if any. But yeah,
All right. Fred said, "Boats, if you like old military pics, the next time I go to my parents' house, my dad has some old pics in his office."
I love old military. Anything old military. I
Well,
personally would.
I can get you a picture of my sperm donor from when him and my mom got married because he was in the army, and then I'll put a picture of me at the same age as him right next to it, and you won't be able to tell the difference between the two of us.
I think the beard will give it away.
Well, no, now actually, well, mine's longer now, but the he didn't have a beard back then because he was in the service. He wasn't allowed to have one.
Right. No, that's being facetious.
So
That's how I roll.
yeah, I get it. So anyway, y'all be safe. Have a great evening, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Goodbye.
See you later, boats.
See ya. The fuck?